Okay, in this example, we read it the same thing. A parabola has an axis of symmetry at x equals 3, contains the point 2, -3, and -112. Find the coordinates of the vertex. The fact that it told us the vertex should again be a hint of what we need to find, or which form we're going to use, and the fact that it gives us the axis of symmetry. So if we look back, or we think about what it's given us, we have the point 2, -3, 2, -3, and -112, and then the axis of symmetry is 3. Doesn't give us a y-intercept. Now based on that curve, it might come down, but we should see it do that. It probably opens up. Again, that point doesn't belong there. But if we have an axis of symmetry, we're going to look at vertex form. So again, vertex form, y equals a x minus h all squared plus k. Remember, the vertex is h, k. The axis of symmetry is 3. That's our actual h value. So we're going to put that in for h. I don't want to use that color. That's our h value. So we're going to put it in. Then, once again, we can continue what we've done. Here's one point. We can sub it in for x and y. And there's the second point. And we can sub it in for x and y. And then once again, simplify, and we have 2 unknowns. So let's go ahead and do that. So our first equation, everywhere we see y, we're going to put -3. We don't have an a value. Everywhere we see x, we're going to put 2. And then minus our 3. That whole thing squared plus k. We do that for our second equation. Again, using that point, everywhere we have a y value, we put 12. Everywhere we have an x value, we put -1. Our h value was given. Our axis of symmetry tells us that that's a 3. Now again, we can simplify and work to the right. So we got -3 equals, and I'm just going to do a little bit of mental math here. 2 take away 3 is -1. -1 squared is 1. 1 times a is 1a. Again, I don't need to show it. And I have plus k. So -3 equals a plus k. Does that work right? The bottom, got 12 equals -1, take away -3 is -4. -4 squared is positive 16. 16a plus k. Now the k's are lined up. I can solve by rearranging and subbing it in, or I can solve by elimination. If they're the same sign, positive and positive, I'm going to subtract. Subtract, subtract, subtract. -3 take away 12 is -15. 1 take away 16 is -15 a's, and k take away k is 0k. Solve for my unknown, and a equals -15 divided by -15, 1. Again, I'm going to take what I know, and I'm going to substitute a equals 1 into simplified 1 or simplified 2. Smaller numbers, we could do that, or there, whatever one we want. So let's choose positive numbers. It doesn't really matter. But again, everywhere we say a, we're going to sub in what a is worth, 1. and then we solve. So again, that k value is what goes in for our actual equation. So the equation that we just found is y equals a, again we don't have to show that 1, x minus 3 all squared, and then plus k, and in this case we have minus 4. So that's our equation, but what we asked was what was the vertex, so the vertex is 3, negative 4. Again, our h and our k value. And we've used solving systems, really using a point of intersection, but it's what would these values be to make these points true. So using point of intersection on a little bit different scale. So taking one idea and now applying it to something new. The same idea, two unknowns, can we solve, and then how do we interpret the answer?